All right, hello, hi, this is David Joseph Raphael. This is another installment of the Sacred Clown Tarot with me. Today, I'm doing a reading for Gemini. You are the next on the list, so to speak, because that's just the natural order of things. So we're going to dive in. I pre-shuffled. I have not drawn your cards yet, so I'm going to do that right now. It's a 5-card spread for you there, Gemini. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Underlying energy for you, Gemini, we're going to check. Ooh, it's the 6 of Pentacles. If you want to take a closer look there, 6 of Pentacles. That is the Lord of Material Success. Ooh, good vibes. And I like this one because each one of the pentacles actually has a different sign or symbol in it, which is unique. You don't get that with all of the coins as they manifest and show up in the Hermetic Tarot. So this was actually a very positive card. And look at how vibrant the plant life is. The flowers are very floral, rich. So this is abundant. All right. And obviously, the Lord of Material Success. So pretty good sign. So things are going well for you, at least under the surface. All right. Things are rich. Things are fertile. Things are growing. You have 4 of Wands under that. So that's some pretty good energy too. 4 of Wands, that's the Lord of perfected work. And on top of that, the Lord of Material Success. So you're fucking popping off from the looks of it, Gemini. But let's obviously read through the spread, get a better sense of what's going on with you, the more details, the finer things, and then we'll go from there. All right. First card up is Justice, daughter of the Lord of Truth. That's card number 1. Card number 2 is the Knight of Wands, the Lord of Flame and Lightning. Knight of Wands. Your center card, the 3rd one, is the Ace of Pentacles, the Lord of the Root of the Powers of Earth. I think this is the first time I've ever drawn this card, actually. It's fucking bold and beautiful in a non-soap opera kind of way. That's awesome. I love the black is beautiful on that card. Sorry. A lot of them are just white and black or pen drawing, ink drawings, but so bold. Anyway, next card out is the 5 of Swords, the Lord of Defeat. That's your 4th card in the spread. Let's take a closer look. And then your 5th and final card from our spread is the Queen of Wands, which is the Queen of the Thrones of Flame. That's where you end it with, Gemini. All right, so we're gonna dive in, get my senses of what's going on. Actually, I'm just gonna hold up your 6 of Pentacles to see if there's any more specific words or messages that need to come through from that real quick. No, just like richness. And I don't necessarily mean like wealthy, material wealth, even though that is obviously what we're talking about. But it's more like, I don't know, it's like when you try like a beverage or a flavor of something and it's just a little extra rich. The chocolate was a little extra rich. That caramel sauce, I don't know why I'm going to those. But it's rich in flavor. It's rich in essence is kind of what I'm getting the sense of to better articulate the message for you, all right? So Justice, which is the daughter of the Lord of Truth. All right, we're going to tap into this energy. Card number 1. Things have come into a sense of balance for you. Whether it's you trying to purposefully balance out things in your life or the natural universe and order of things kind of balancing it around you, you're finding this out and you're respecting it. And because you're finding it within yourself, it's being reflected in your outside world. And it's kind of a mutual thing bouncing back and forth between you and the external world. The more you find balance in yourself, it'll be shown in your outside world. The more you see balance in your outside world around you, the more it becomes balanced and integrated within you. So that's kind of the game that was going on, that has been happening for you, that has brought you to this point in life, in your reading, in your message, all right? That's where we're starting off with. That's card number 11, so pretty balanced. Your second card in the spread, Knight of Wands, the Lord of Flame and Lightning. All right, let's take another look at that. And I'll do a little check-in on it. So this is an idea, a person, a movement. Rich and fast movement came in suddenly. I don't know. I feel like this is mainly positive. I'm getting like opportunity vibes, whether it's a specific opportunity or job, just playing with my hair, or if it's a person that came in with an opportunity, or someone that just came into your life, kind of like in a more like hot and heavy kind of way, not necessarily sexually or romantically speaking, but a lot of gusto, a lot of vision, a lot of passion, a lot of purpose, like coming in with a fire that kind of drove you. It's almost like something kind of lit a fire under your ass, but not in a negative way, not in like like I'm fearful I need to get to this. No, it's like a good way, a good positive sense of motivation to steer you in a direction. At least that's the sense I'm getting from it for the Knight of Wands. So this could have manifested as a person, an opportunity, or whatnot, but there was gusto, there was an ignition, there was a spark that kind of came in and riled you in a good way to get on your shit. And you were able to have good footing because of the balance you set up before that. All right, so because you had proper footing, you were able to get off to a good start with this. All right, checking into the center card, the Ace of Pentacles for you there, Gemini. Again, the Lord of the Root of the Powers of Earth. The Lord of the Root, the Powers of Earth. If you want to take a closer look, I'm going to tap into that. Yeah, this is so like I think these are kind of like coinciding with one another, and obviously this kind of helps bring it about, but this is the opportunity made manifest. This is like success from it, but like the encapsulated picture of what the opportunity is and what this chance is, what this like newfound manifestation is. Like it's rich and it's whole and all that it has to offer you. Like it's firm roots, but also like firm offspring that can come of it already. It's well-rounded, it is balanced, it is a full circle moment for you to kind of draw symbolism of the little hero's journey you've been on, so to speak, of coming full circle in your understanding, your work ethic, the amount of effort you put forward to push yourself up and over now comes back down with equal opposite force and momentum and, if you will, centripetal force to keep you propelling and moving forward. And that's what this Ace of Pentacles is. It is an ace in the hole, quite literally. Blossoming abundance that you can see. It's here, present now for you to taste and touch, but there's an obvious nature of it blooming out throughout the course of time as you see it in your immediate horizon, so to speak, all right? Five of Swords. And that's the Lord of the Feet. I'm gonna tap into this. Okay. This is very simple. So like this isn't the most positive like message in the world, so to speak, but this isn't bad. This isn't like Ten of Swords. This is kind of like saying that you're going to come across friction. You're going to come across opportunists. You're going to come across people that wanting to get into joust with you, that want to kind of like spit in your soup, so to speak. I don't know if that's actually a term, but it's what came to mind. People that are going to want to spit in your soup. They see you got a nice soup. They know that they don't have access to your soup. They're not going to get any single taste of your soup, so they want to spit in your soup. I don't know. That's just what I'm feeling. You are going to come across people that are going to be combative, that are going to want to put you down, that are going to criticize your opportunity or your business or your modus operandi, if that's even a term, your motivations. It's all going to be challenged. But that's so that you can stand firm. Like all these previous cards, and even the Six of Pentacles that was here present before, are indicative of the balance and stability you've established for yourself. And this opportunity, the Eight of Pentacles, has solidified because of that. All right. This is just the jealous Jimmys and Joes all around you that want to like see if they can kind of knock you out of your stance. But you're not going to budge, or at least you shouldn't let it budge. And like, here's the thing with it. Like, you've established a winning position, and you might falter. You might kind of lose your positioning here and there. It's like being a championship team, all right? So like over the course of a season, like you win the championship, but that doesn't mean you necessarily won every single game, all right? It's cool if you do, and you have the opportunity to win every game. But this is just saying that, hey, like conquer the idea of defeat, all right? You're going to be challenged, and you have to determine what defeat or failure looks like for yourself. Because there are going to be some arguments that you don't win. There are going to be customers that you don't satisfy. There's going to be down months. There's going to be weeks where you feel like you're taking a couple steps backwards as opposed to forwards. It's a part of the natural progression of life. Seasons change. You're going to endure some blows. You're going to take hits. Oh, it's just my speaker. Anyway, you're going to take some hits. You're going to get put down, but you have the firm foundation to grow again. Like every year, a tree loses leaves, loses flowers, unless you're an evergreen. But like an evergreen also loses its, some of its, pines or its needles or whatever the fuck, or it loses some of its lush here and there, has to regrow, regenerate, but it comes back anew. So that's what it's saying. Like, you're gonna endure loss, blows, pain, a little bit of punishment, but that doesn't mean that you are a loser or you're a failure. That just means that people are gonna try to knock you off your pedestal, but your pedestal is yours. Your pedestal is yours to claim. All right. And then we step into the Queen of Wands for you. That is the Queen of the Thrones of Flame. All right. Check into this energy. Yeah, this is just saying at the end of the road, 1, 2, 3, 4, as I brought this card up. At the end of the road, what started off with this, like this gusto, this spark, this passion, this knight riding in, guns ablazing, fire and lightning, is going to kind of solidify and come to this, the Queen of Wands, which is that maintain position of power and authority, but in a more relaxed, fashion. The Queen of Wands is confident in her conviction, whereas the Knight of Wands is running in, trying to make a spectacle, trying to have his presence be known. Once you've arrived and have all this established, you can kind of sit on your throne with the passion and the fire still burning. Like, it's not going to be embers that are going, like the fire will remain, it will endure, it'll keep on burning, but it's in a more relaxed gesture. It's in a more confident, composed gesture, not trying to prove a point necessarily as you have to start it off. It's staying firm in your conviction, in your power, and your promise to yourself, but also what the vision is that you've created for yourself. The fire isn't going to go anywhere as long as you know that you are the fire, so to speak. I know you're not a fire sign, Gemini, but you have gusto. You have the ability to make your point known, and you're quick on your feet. You're on your toes. I think as long as you're ready to go and you know your position of power and authority in the creative endeavor that you've embarked on, then nothing can compromise you. All right? That's a solid message, I'd say. Short and to the point, but I think you're doing great. I think this is just like a healthy little check-in reminder for you, Gemini. This isn't anything, bold or obscure or terribly nuanced. It's just more so like a gentle, friendly reminder, because you're intelligent, you're quick-witted, you're on it. So just remind yourself that haters are going to hate, I hate to bring up Donald Trump, but he's a Gemini. You think he really cares that much about what people think? He kind of just does him and, speaks his fucking mind. For better, for worse, people love him or hate him. Dude fucking speaks his mind. So just know that sentiment. Doesn't mean you have to be an asshole or an arrogant, and I'm not necessarily calling him that, but just know that you have the conviction, purpose, passion, purpose in what you're doing, and it's yours to know and yours to show. All right? Much love, peace and love. Fuck shit up in the best way.